I don't know who made that rule. Welcome back. It's time for a bit of an update. About 6 weeks post Tafio. Absolute fantastic time away. While I've been travelling a lot, haven't had the chance to stop and do anything on my travels, let alone film it. All this driving and time to reflect left me thinking about a number of things. Driving and working left me questioning has work become too much of my identity? And so with that, in an effort to decide whether I indeed should sell my BMX or whether that is still a part of me and a part of my identity, it's time to get out for a ride on it. There's a saying that you can have anything, not everything. I don't know who made that rule. I don't really like that. The time since I've ridden my BMX would be measured in years. I stopped riding it believing that it was causing problems with one of my ankles. As it turned out, on the Renegade in 2021, had absolutely nothing to do with riding my BMX, because at that point I still hadn't ridden it for a good 6 months. So it's early June, start of winter, so it's very easy to lose a little bit of motivation to go and live like a hobo. That said, I've got some plans. You'll see some of those plans in future videos. What I didn't know at the time is this would actually be my last ride on my BMX. It took me a few days to work this out, and even longer to come to terms with it. Unfortunately, my injuries are catching up with me. So what you may not know is when I was 18, I had a work accident and fractured my back and did some damage to my neck as well, which caused me some problems. Those problems were made a great deal worse by a few riding accidents as well. With that, when I was 35, I inherited a chronic pain condition which I managed quite well. And what you notice about all these tricks is they require standing on one leg, on one pedal, on one side of the bike, which means putting a lot of pressure at opposites. In the days and even weeks after this ride, I've ended up with a little bit of paralysis in my face and major sensitivity and quite a bit of pain, which isn't a whole lot of fun. And I toyed with giving it another shot once everything's settled down, but we're now about a month after and it still hasn't entirely settled down. Suggests that no, I've just got to be sensible and accept that when one door closes, another one opens. So that's pretty gutting, because I had some plans to really put in some effort to master a couple of tricks that I've always wanted to do. But you've got to accept the reality that 5 or 6 years ago, I couldn't actually sit on a bike. Whereas now I can get out bikepacking and really enjoying life. So I need to make the most of that. I'm also very mindful that these challenges could come back to the surface in the future if I'm not careful. So fortunately, I'm going to have to be careful. enjoyed this flatland video, let me know in the comments, because there is another video from my bike trials days, which is another form of riding that I had to give up because of injury. I had quite a severe accident and broke my leg in 3 places and never quite had the confidence after that. But I refused to give up. I battled on for a couple of years but never quite got my groove back. However, I did head out and film the ride that I'd always talked about doing in a suit. So if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments and I will upload witness to this.